Well, we have a lot to think about going forward here after this past road trip. Not exactly the result we were hoping for, but I was saying during the games, I think realistically they didn't play bad. It was just a
No.
couple of mistakes and bad bounces that
And late
really, you
late
know.
starts too.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't help. Giving up the goals late in the period and just the simple mistakes that you can't be making. The playing the teams like Kelowna and PG that are good teams, that are playoff teams, they're gonna make you pay for that.
And
And
waiting until the middle of the third period before you start to rally. It's a little too late. There
exactly.
there's not four periods. You're When you get to the third, you're at the end of the game. You got to get there before then.
Exactly. And going down 4-0 against Kelowna is not a good way to start
No.
the road trip either.
No.
Um, there were some bright spots I thought though. It was great seeing Ozzy McIntyre have a great weekend.
He did.
Couple goals, couple assists for Ozzy in the three games.
He did.
Um, that
Nice
that
just
goal,
nice to just see him healthy and able to do that.
yeah, he looked involved out there.
He did.
That fourth line was really good, and it was good to see him and Sparks on that 2-on-1 in Kelowna. He made a nice move, forehand, backhand that got the
Yeah.
Chiefs on the board midway through the second period. But other than that, there weren't too many bright spots in this game.
How good and consistent has that fourth line been all year long?
Oh, so good. So good. Like we harp on that every week.
We do. We
Every
do.
week.
We do.
It doesn't matter who's on it, it's those guys go out and give their 110% every shift.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy to see that we have one line at least that's consistent night in, night out.
And like you said, it's a rotating cast of characters too. It's not always the same guys on that line, but
Hmm.
they all play their role very well.
Yeah, exactly. Um, if we were talking about the bright spot in that Kelowna game, the power play stays hot too. Chase Harrington with his 25th goal of the year, halfway through the third period, get the Chiefs within two, but then TJ Ginla would ice it with the empty netter with about a minute to go, and the Chiefs fall 5-2 to Kelowna. Not a good season series against the Rockets.
No, but that game was closer than the score would indicate, in my opinion.
It was. Again, like we said, the late starts and giving up the early goals was really kind of our downfall in this game. I
Yeah.
thought,
Yeah.
letting a Kelowna team that's good, very good, getting those two goals early in the first and then getting another two in the second period early. I mean that it's hard to come back from that. And the fact that the Chiefs were able to piece together a couple of goals back to back there,
Hmm.
I felt like they really started to battle back. It was just too little, too late.
And we talked about it earlier in the year. Kelowna's starting to gel a little bit now as we approach their time, as we're going to call it,
Yeah.
their bid for being the host team.
Hmm.
They're,
Yeah, I mean that's going to be a team to watch out for in the
I remember
playoffs.
we thought early on that it was going to kind of be an embarrassment to the Memorial Cup with them being the host team because they were not really playing, but they're playing well now.
Yeah, and I mean they had no choice but to go all in this year, and they did.
They
And I
did.
mean they have all those top level talent that they've made trades. I think they have like three or four traded for three or four captains from other teams this
Oh,
year.
wow.
So they got a lot of leadership on their team, and I mean, quite frankly, the Chiefs have just really struggled against the BC division this year.
We have. We
I
have.
mean, I think the only team that we won the season series against was Vancouver or Victoria. Uh, so they've really struggled in its BC division, and that's not good going into the playoffs because right now it's looking like we're either going to play Kelowna or Prince George if we can hold on.
Exactly.
Speaking of Prince George, we had those two games up in PG Friday, Saturday. Um, after that disappointing loss on Wednesday going into the first game against Prince George, again, I feel like it was a lot closer of a game than the score would indicate.
Agreed.
Obviously, it was a, you know, 5-1 game, but I felt like the Chiefs played fine. It was just, again, it was just those little mistakes that are avoidable that cost us.
And the power play goal they scored on the 5-minute major, Starkey.
Yeah, that well, so I feel like that was really the turning point because
It was.
obviously Prince George gets the goal a couple minutes into the game. Obviously hate giving up a goal that early and then one late in the period as well. So they're up 2-0 after the first period. Chiefs would get a power play goal of their own early in the second to get us right back into the game. And I felt
Right.
like
I felt good about it.
the second period was very competitive. I mean,
It was.
it was back and forth. Both
Yeah.
teams were playing really good chip and chase hockey. Unfortunately, Cooper Gazowski, the former Chief, who did his 31st goal of the year, 2 minutes into the third period to go up 3-1. And then that obviously you were alluding to the Sarkinov penalty, the hit to the head. He got the 5 minute major for Prince George would end up scoring two power play goals on that 5 minute power play. And that would be the icing on the cake. I feel like that was really the turning point in the game right there
It
was
was the
that
difference in
penalty.
the game for sure. Because I felt like it was very even other than that,
Yeah,
even scoreboard wise.
it really was. And if it weren't for that penalty, who knows how that game would have ended, honestly.
Exactly.
But obviously the Chiefs end up falling 5-1 in that game against PG. Second game, again, same story. The Chiefs a lot closer of a game this time
I
for
felt better
sure.
about it because we didn't have a major penalty to have to kill off. So
Exactly.
I thought, this is going to be a chance to get him back, is what I thought.
Well, and it was, I'd say first period pretty split. Second period dominated by the Cougars. Third
Yep.
period dominated by the Chiefs. Just couldn't get that fourth and final goal to tie it up.
We've been a good third period team all year long. Sometimes we just put ourselves behind the eight ball before we get to the third period. That's been a little bit of a problem, but
Well, is Rhett Sather continuing to stay
mhm,
hot too, his 11th goal of the year on the power play. So three straight games with a power play goal. Might even be more than that going back to the winning streak back here. But I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. Um, tied at one after the first
that's it.
period, and then like I said, PG really took over in the second, getting three goals in an 8 minute span that really sealed it. Ozzie McIntyre would get his second goal in three games. All of his goals this year come against the BC division thus far,
That's crazy.
all on the road as well. Another really nice goal. It's nice to see Ozzy finally being consistent. I mean, it's
Yeah.
good to see him healthy, and it's good to see him out there playing to his full potential too.
Yeah.
So love seeing that. And then Tyus Sparks would get one late in the game, but it would just with the goalie pulled that the Chiefs just weren't able to get that fourth and final goal to tie it up. The Chiefs fall 4-3 for their third straight loss against a really good Prince George team. But I mean, like I said, if I had to have a positive takeaway, it's the fact that we've gotten power play goals in all three games on this road trip.
Yeah. And we had opportunities.
But looking forward to the future now. Tomorrow night, big game against Portland, another team
Portland.
that's chasing us in the standings. Chiefs have had great success against them this year. Um, what do you think is kind of the game plan for these guys going in?
I think it's going to be more of the same that we've had against them all year long. And I feel like it's a good chance to think, we've had good success against these guys. And after losing three in a row, let's go out and turn that around and start a winning streak again. I feel like there's going to be some positive vibes there.
Yeah, for sure. And again,
And we're back
I
at home too.
and playing those BC division teams that are higher than us in the standings and have very very skilled teams.
It's a good test.
It's a different style of play than we play in the U.S. division, and the Chiefs have the rest of their games this year against U.S. division rivals, and including all teams that they should be able to have success against on paper.
There seems to be some comfort in playing against U.S. division teams. Like we know these guys well enough, and they
Hmm.
just seem they play comfortable and they play their game.
Yeah, we have another three games left against Tri-City here. Um,
With one
Coming
this
up.
weekend,
So
right?
it's like, yeah, Saturday we play them down in Tri. Friday here against Seattle, and then I was just talking about tomorrow night against Portland. But I think we have 6 or 7 games left
I
going
thought it was
in.
six. I thought it was six.
Sounds sounds right. That sounds right. But
Three this
yeah,
weekend, counting tomorrow, and then
and then
three
three
more
the
after that.
following.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would think. Yeah, so. 12 possible points here, and there's 12 points that are very, very, um,
they're crucial.
I mean, they're gettable.
They are.
play against all three games against Portland, or all six games against Portland, Tri, and Seattle, I believe. So yeah, I mean the Chiefs got to get these wins. They got to be consistent here going into the final week of the regular season, and then seeing where they end up come first round of the playoffs here in 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So what do you think that they got to do to could just stay hot?
Just believe in themselves and just try to put this last weekend behind them. That's been the challenge. We talked about it before. That's the challenge of this team. I mean, we have not had a 6 game winning streak like we just got off of, but it was kind of win one or two, lose one or two. I don't want to go back on that trend again. I want to stay on the streak where we're winning. I think that's the big challenge, is to try to build on something positive.
Well, and I think now knowing that we have had success recently against these U.S. division rivals, that
Yeah,
we'll be able to go in with that same mindset, and I think we'll have positive outcomes.
I do too.
So, and I think this little last big road trip of the year was a big learning experience for these guys as well.
I think they grew, and they competed like we just got done talking about the game the other night. It went down to the wire. Yeah, we lost in the end. Pulled the goalie and couldn't score, but
Yeah.
it was close. It could have gone either way. And even the game beforehand, where we had some penalty problems and had to kill off a major and stuff too, with the exception of that.
Hmm.
I mean, things could have been a lot different with not much changing, really.
Yeah, no doubt, for sure. And it's one of those things where it's just one bounce here as opposed to there could have been a huge difference maker. So,
Yeah,
got to be good to be lucky and lucky to be good, like I said last week.
yeah.
But that's all I got, Cappy.
That
You have
works for me.
anything for me? So,
Nope.
um, we will end this episode. We were alluding earlier to how consistent and solid our fourth line has been all year. We got one of the fourth line guys on this episode, and we'll end the show with the interview tonight because we gotta get going watching the Zags here in a little bit, and then the Kraken in here in about an hour or so as well. So big sports night over here in Spokane.
Gotta like that. Go
So
Kraken and go Zags.
and we will send you guys over to end the episode with our interview with Ethan Hughes.
Perfect.
So, Cappy, till next week, go Chiefs
Go
go.
Chiefs, go.
All right, guys. Well, we're pleased to welcome our next guest to the show, his third full season in the WHL and his first with the Chiefs. Please welcome forward number 91, Ethan Hughes.
A veteran.
Yeah,
Wily veteran, eh?
I guess so.
So how you doing right now, man? I mean, season's kind of getting late into the season here, pushing into the playoffs. How's the overall vibe?
Yeah, obviously coming off that road trip there, we're coming off 0-3, but we're striving. We're getting there, and I don't know, we're pushing into playoffs here, so we're good, feeling good.
Yeah,
Some
the
home
six
games coming
game,
up.
yeah, the 6 game winning streak, and then the 3 game losing streak. I thought you guys played well, though. I mean, all 3 games, I thought you guys played
Yeah.
pretty well overall.
Yeah, we did. I thought so too. I think our whole team thought we played pretty good too. So
Yeah,
just a couple tough bounces.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's the name of the game, right?
Yeah,
So, first question I got for you is, how do you like playing here in Spokane?
it's unreal. I love it. The rink is unbelievable. I mean, it's probably up there for top in the league. Um, like everything, all the staff, the teammates, everything's so fun, and it's top notch. It's a top program for sure.
Do you think it's the loudest building in the league?
Definitely, yeah. Some of the nights it's pretty crazy. Like some of those sold out ones a couple weeks
Hmm.
ago.
Yeah.
They were sold out in there. Pretty cool.
Very
Pretty loud.
nice. We
Yeah,
always wonder as we sit on the if you can hear that down on the ice, because it's loud when we sit up above. We always wonder if it's loud on the
yeah,
ice too.
yeah. We can hear it. Yeah, for sure.
Good.
Got to get the boys going a little bit.
Yeah.
Go for it.
You're gonna make me put on my reading glasses to see my list of questions. What has changed the most on this team this year as the season has progressed in your eyes?
I think everyone's just bought in a little bit more. I think after Christmas,
Yeah,
realize what position we were in. I think you kind of see it in the stands. Kind of we were a little fall behind a bit, and started playing as a whole team. And I think that 6 game winning streak really helped us, and just found some confidence in our game.
yeah, that's got to feel
Yeah, and I
good to
think
have
we can
6 game
when we're
winning
playing
streak,
our best, we can be a pretty dangerous team. Yeah,
and it's good to
yeah,
be
that
getting
felt
hot
good
right
for
now
sure.
too.
Um, you know, going into your third WHL year in Spokane, you were drafted in the fourth round by Moose Jaw. Kind of take us through like that process and what it was like hearing your name called when you got drafted.
Yeah, that feels like a long time ago now. I was actually in school, like one of my classes with a couple other buddies. I went to a hockey academy there, so like there's some other guys getting drafted. And one of the guys I was actually with, Brady Ness, he got drafted to Moose Jaw
Hmm.
too, right before me. So that was pretty cool. And I seen it was uh, from Moose Jaw, and I was right beside him. So we were like, yeah, it's pretty exciting for both of us.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You played in the Memorial Cup with Moose Jaw too. What was that experience like?
Yeah, that was unreal. That was probably one of the best times I've played hockey. Whole tournament and stuff, like the atmosphere around it, it was so fun in Saginaw, Michigan. There, yeah, it was fun. It was a fun time.
That whole team was so stacked that year.
Yeah,
Your
Yeah,
guys' team was unreal. I remember that
yeah,
still.
yeah. We were a pretty good team. Yeah, that was fun. That's fun winning every game.
Here's another question I got for you that kind of goes off of a draft that you were selected in the expansion draft by Penticton before signing with the Chiefs. What happened with all that situation? Did they just not decide to sign you, or
Yeah, they picked me up, and then kind of later on in the summer, like a month later, kind of gave me a call and was just like, yeah, we were just with the older guys on our team, and then because they were looking to go younger, so they said we're gonna just let you find a team early and not bring you to camp and like screw you over. So they yeah, they did me a bit of a favor there in summer, so I was able to find a new opportunity, and I was here.
and
nice.
how did that whole process come along with Spokane? Did they reach out to you? And
Yeah, I knew one of the scouts, Steven Zip, is in Edmonton there, and he kind of I know him pretty well. So he kind of gave me the opportunity. He was like, "Yeah, you can come to camp and try out," and yeah, kind of how it started.
right, right. I remember we were pretty impressed
We
watching
were.
you in camp because I saw that you were an older guy, and I was like, okay, I looked up the stats and everything too. Saw that you were in Moose Jaw, and felt pretty good about having a guy like that, like with your style of game. I feel like it really fits in with this team this year.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird process coming in. You don't really see that usually. Like guys played a couple of years in the league and it's just a camp invite, come to camp. So it's kind of a weird process, but yeah, it worked out.
Yeah, it all definitely worked out.
Yeah, glad to be here.
We're glad to have you.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, appreciate it.
You're from Edmonton, is that correct?
Yeah,
Big Oiler fan?
yeah, big time,
Yeah,
big game tonight against the Avs.
I know.
I'll be watching.
Yeah,
We will.
yeah,
We
we're gonna
follow
have
the
to.
Oilers pretty religiously too.
Yeah, they'll
Just because,
figure it out. I believe in them.
yeah, they will.
Yeah,
They will.
yeah,
We learned a few weeks ago at the cancer awareness night that you're a cancer survivor. I mean, I don't think
yeah,
any of us really knew that coming in,
No.
and I thought it was pretty cool. They had you come out, take the ceremonial face off and everything too. But going back to that, what was that like going through that process at such like a pivotal stage in development? Not just as a hockey player, but just like, growing up and everything too. And how did it help you grow as a person and a hockey player?
yeah. It was definitely a kind of a strange time in my life, but yeah, I was 10 years old and then kind of missed that whole year of school. So yeah, you kind of miss some growth and some big time in life there. But that whole process, I wouldn't have been able to do it without my family and stuff. Like I didn't really, as a 10-year-old, I didn't really know what was going on, to be honest with you, at the start. And then you obviously learn what's going on. Like, you obviously learn kind of what's going on with your health. But um, yeah, it was definitely a weird time. But yeah, a lot of people don't really know I have it until they see like a game like that, and then it kind of a story like that comes out.
I think it definitely
Hmm.
made a lot, opened a lot of people's eyes to realize, it could be anybody and
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah,
that too. And I think the pop that you got from the crowd when they announced all that stuff was pretty cool being
Yes, it was.
in the stands for that game. So and then you get a big goal that night too. I mean, we were hoping for something like that, and we got it. Nice pass from Bucks there in the second period.
yeah, that was nice. That was nice to get on that night. Hockey gods are probably on my side for that one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, playing on that fourth line with Buckley, Burkar, and Ozzy and those guys, like, yeah, I feel like you guys, no matter who comes in and out of the lineup, you guys really seem to mesh well together every night out there.
Yeah, yeah, no, we definitely do. I mean, it's four really talented players, and like probably not fourth liners on any other team, I would
Yeah,
think.
completely
Right.
agree.
Yeah.
Uh, and we kind of talk about that too. Like, we kind of just chatting after practice and stuff. We're like, yeah, like we can play against any other fourth line, and we kind of know that we could beat any other fourth line. So having that confidence with playing with them is nice, and yeah, it's fun. They're obviously younger than me too, so it's nice to like be able to kind of teach them a couple things, and um, it's just even to see how smart they are. Like, they're teaching me stuff, and it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I feel like you guys play off each other really well for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, yeah, I mean, I really think that, as of late, especially, I've noticed, I made this comment last week watching the game. It's like, Lauer's not afraid to throw you guys out there in a pivotal situation in a one goal
Exactly.
game with a minute and a half to go or whatever, too. I mean, he really trusts you guys, and I think it shows by how you guys play out there.
yeah, yeah. It is. It obviously is nice to be trusted too by your coach, and it gives you kind of a little bit more confidence because even the last couple of years I was on the fourth line, and we weren't seeing the ice with 7 minutes or 10 minutes left in the game. So to be out there in some different situations, it's nice.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
Did you know anything about Spokane before you came here? I mean, it's not that far away, I guess, from Edmonton, but
yeah. I actually, because my brother played in Portland, um,
Oh, that's right. That's
so
right.
they played each other in the playoffs, and we came down here. But I was, gosh, I would have been like 8 or 9, I think. So I don't really remember, but I remember kind of the rink when I was young. There, came and watched, and so I kind of knew a lot. But yeah, that's
He
nice,
was
nice
he was
spot.
a he was a Chief
nice.
killer. I remember watching him play when he was in Portland too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he's a good player.
Is he still playing?
Yeah, that brother is. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
in Denmark.
Oh, right on. Right
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
Do you have any future aspirations, hockey or otherwise?
yeah. I mean, kind of want to keep going as long as I can, and even if it's a different opportunity, like stay in it. Like, I kind of coach in the summer too, little guys. So like get into that, or yeah, just keep. I've kind of been in the hockey world my whole life. My brothers too. So I mean, it's I don't really see a life without it.
No doubt about it. Last question I got for you goes into tomorrow night, big game against Portland. You guys have had some success against them this year. What do you guys think you got to do to kind of keep that success going against them and get those pivotal 2 points?
I think we just got to play our game. I think if we do have to play a full 60. There's some games where we kind of take a period off and it hurts us. But I think against Portland, yeah, we've had some success just playing hard and getting to the net and just playing a greasy style game against them.
For sure. Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
last question I had.
I feel like a lot of our games against them have been different. Some we've come up, jumped on them early, and others we've come from behind late and caught up to them and then overtaken them too. It seems like
Yeah,
we can play any style with them.
yeah, Yeah, the last game against Portland in Portland, I think we came from behind,
Yeah.
gave up 3 early, and then came back.
Yeah, none of us saw that game being tied after the first period the way it started, but we were glad to see it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think we did either. That was crazy.
I'm sure you didn't.
Yeah.
I do have one more question for you. If you had to pick a favorite memory of your time in the Western League so far, what would that have to be?
Uh, got to be after winning, beating Portland in that championship final there in Game 4. That feeling of just lifting Ed, that was pretty fun.
Yeah, I could.
Not many guys get to experience that, and yeah, it's definitely the best time I've had playing for sure.
Yeah, like I said, that Moose Jaw
Nice.
team, man, you guys were such a wag.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of NHL players on that team.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, I mean, that's all I have for you. If you have anything
I got
else, then
nothing.
we appreciate you coming on,
Yeah,
and
thank you for doing this.
we'll shoot
thanks,
you a
thanks for
link
having me.
whenever, and good luck tomorrow night.
Good luck tomorrow night and the rest of the season for sure.
Awesome, thanks guys, thanks
All
for having
right.
me on.
You
Yeah,
bet.
appreciate it, man. Have a good night.
Thank you.
You as well.